Woo! Look at that sun. California sunset.
For 125 miles, continue on I-5 North.
Alright. 3 miles outside of Sacramento. Why are we going to Sacramento? You know you're in Northern California when there's vineyards on the side of the road. Hi friends! Alicia here. I just wanted to bring you a quick update video. I know I didn't publish a video last Friday because last week was the craziest, most stressful week I've had in a very long time. I was preparing for what is about to go down, and I wanted to fill you in on what is about to go down because, oh my gosh, it is crazy. But before I tell you, I've got to get on the road. I'm driving up the coast. I'll explain more in a moment. This is my Jeep right now. This is my Jeep right now. So much stuff. I don't know how I have all that stuff. All this stuff is mine. I still have to pick up my friend who has the car camping pass. We'll make room, I guess. Well, here we go. This is an update video. I am about to go off the grid and I wanted to let you know what's going on. Okay, so to back it up, I guess this all started a few weeks ago at DEF CON, the hacker convention I was at in Las Vegas. I ran into some friends. My friends at Hack5, which is a YouTube channel, it's a hacker channel, and my friend Darren, he was in my Muir Woods video, so you know him. And if you want to check out their channel, I will link to it. So they live up in San Francisco, and they were like, hey, we loved your Bonnaroo videos, are you going to Burning Man? And I was like, I've always wanted to go to Burning Man, obviously, but I always figured, well, you know, I did some research on it a few years ago and learned all about it, and oh my gosh, it is like survival in the desert. It is hardcore camping. Like, you have to have all of your own food, all of your own water. You can't dispose of any water there. It's like straight up survival, and there's dust storms, and like the dust is like alkaline, so you have to have like acidic like baths, all crazy stuff, right? It's not a place where humans are meant to survive. And I always figured, you know, people do this obviously, but I personally could probably not pull it off. I thought that, you know, maybe one day I'll have the right man in my life to like help me figure all this stuff out, how to survive in the desert at Burning Man. Because, you know, I'm capable of camping, that sort of thing, but this is, like I said, way more intense. So I was like, no, I'm not going, but I want to. And they were like, well, we're going and we have an extra ticket and we have 2, you know, camper vans, and come with us. You know, we want you to make videos, we want to see what you create. So I was like, oh my god, amazing opportunity, yes, thank you so much. And thank you, Darren, specifically, for inviting me. But, you know, from there, things kind of fell apart. Darren ended up getting this other amazing opportunity, which I won't share, but it has to do with public television. So he ended up not being able to go, which is fine. I'm happy for him, and I hope that he will come next year. And he was still so nice enough to give me, you know, the ticket anyway. But I was kind of like on my own at that point. And the other 2 friends, they're still going, but they ended up joining a camp. You see there's all these theme camps at Burning Man that are kind of hard to get into. We're all burner virgins, so that's the lingo for someone who's never been before, basically knows nothing. But they were able to get into a camp, which was like a VW camper van camp that, you know, I couldn't get into, so okay. And then I was like, you know what, this is meant to happen. As long as I can bring my Jeep, I'll survive. I'll figure it out. Turns out I didn't have a car pass with the ticket, so I ended up connecting with the person who did have the car pass to go with this ticket. And these are like, these tickets are these $1,200 Leonardo da Vinci like art. Well, it's Burning Man has a theme every year, and this year it's Da Vinci's workshop, I think. So these are special tickets that kind of like a financial contribution to the Burning Man Society, which was awesome for Darren to make that contribution. And so I teamed up with the guy who has the car pass. I'm gonna pick him up eventually. And we were still afraid of, you know, our survival because, you know, people die at Burning Man. People actually have died there, mostly from things like dehydration. We're not going to dehydrate, but, you know, we wanted to go into the smart. So I started searching for a camp, and we ended up finding a camp to join. It's the Twisted Swan Celtic Pub, and the theme is just like, we have like a little pub. Every theme camp kind of has an offering to the community. Okay, so to tell you a little bit more about Burning Man, it's not a music festival. arts festival, more so, and it's kind of just like, it's a temporary city that is built out in the middle of the desert. It's called Black Rock City, and it's just a place for everyone to just not be a part of society, to create their own like microcosm of society. There's absolutely no commerce there, there's no commercialism there, there's no exchange of money. Everything is, it's a gift economy, right? So everyone's giving gifts, you're receiving gifts, but in addition to that, you're also supposed to practice radical self-reliance. So, and I'm radically self-reliant in general. I'm not going to go into a situation if I don't feel prepared to take care of myself. That's just how I am. So, yeah. So there'll be a lot of, you know, leaning on this camp. That's kind of the idea of the camp. You'll have like a team of people to kind of help support you in your survival. There will be kind of showers provided. There's like a meal plan. So I have to make a meal for 25 people, and then, you know, I can have some of their meals. And there'll be, you know, a pub, obviously, that we can enjoy. And then you pay camp dues. So that's set, at least. And I'm on my way to Burning Man. That's what's going on. This festival that I figured I could never pull off on my own. I am going there on my own as we speak. And to kick it all, or to top it all off, why it's been the most stressful week of my life, it's because I'm kind of like moving to Burning Man. I moved out of my apartment in downtown San Diego last week, which I just suddenly, well, not suddenly, I'd been planning to do it. I don't really like living downtown, I haven't in a while, and one of the ways, people always ask me like, how do you manage to travel so much? One of the ways I've been doing it since, I think I kind of learned this trick from like study abroad in college. I lived in Australia for 6 months. You know, I learned that you can just live temporarily in different places for periods of time. And of course, having a job that is mobile, that I can work from anywhere, being a digital nomad per se, definitely supports this. So I still will be working, not while I'm at Burning Man, I took that week off, but yeah, so I'm just on the road, and let me tell you, there is nothing more freeing than just being like homeless. I love the idea of it. So I'm at Burning Man for a week, and then I will travel back down the coast, you know, work along the way, just see more of California. I'm always talking about traveling in California, and the reason is, you know, I'm from the East Coast, and I've been here for 8 years, but I've done so much traveling overseas, back to the East Coast all the time, and I haven't, like, this is the first time I've ever driven north to NorCal. I've flown there, but there's so much more to see. I've never been to Sacramento, our state capital. You know, I'm gonna see Sacramento in a few hours, and then the journey continues up and over until we're in Nevada. So I'm going a place I've never been. That, I love that feeling. Even if it is in America, like, I still love that feeling. And just being free after that is amazing. But I do have a plan. I'm going back to San Diego, and then I'm flying to Florida. It gets crazier. Then I'm going to Amsterdam again. And then I'm coming back to Florida to spend some time there. Then I'm going to the Philippines for a while. More about all of that later. That's like well into October. And then I'll come back to San Diego, I think. I've never been able to really find the perfect place in California to live. I love San Diego, but there's really not the perfect neighborhood there. I want to be on the beach. I want to be with nature again, at least a little bit compared to downtown. I just want like a patch of sunlight on a patio, and the beach scenes there, the beach culture there is very young, kind of grown out of it, and then downtown is downtown, but there's no like adult beach scene in San Diego, except maybe La Jolla, but that's like real super adults. Obviously San Francisco is on my radar. I would love to move there. Venice Beach, I could go live with all the other YouTubers that live there. There's so many of them. I don't know, we'll find out. I mean, that's a few months down the road, but right now, whenever someone asks, I'm just like, yeah, I'm moving to Black Rock City, Nevada, because that's basically what I'm doing. And yeah, so this video, just a quick little update. Just wanted to let you know I will be off the grid next week. From what I understand, there's no, I don't know if there's not a cell signal or if it's just like a signal jam from so many people in Black Rock City. We'll find out. I'm just gonna go create some art around the art, and because that is my favorite thing to do. That is my passion, 100%, absolutely. And hopefully I'll be able to bring you something, whether it's daily vlogs or maybe mini daily vlogs, or just an overall artistic you know, creation to kind of summarize Burning Man. I do have an appointment with the press, with the media people there on Tuesday. Not an appointment, but I'm going to stop by. They've asked me to stop by because I reached out to them and let them know, like, you know, they have a lot of rules against commercialism, obviously, and these videos, I'm not monetizing in any way, I'm not promoting anything, I'm just creating videos, and so I explained that to them, and, you know, the rules are no monetization, obviously, and they're very strict about having consent forms signed from anyone that you're filming, because, you know, there's a lot of like nudity there, and Burning Man is truly a place for people to open up spiritually and artistically and just kind of like be free. So I totally respect, you know, not just like going around filming people. So it'll be a lot of camera on me, maybe the people that I'm kind of with, although I'm pretty much rolling solo for the most part to this. But I will bring you what I can, so it's a great time to subscribe to AMA TV if you haven't already. There's going to be a lot of crazy stuff coming up, even after Burning Man. Oh, and then to kick it all off, this journey, after moving out of my apartment, the first stop was another music festival called Ohana Fest, and that was in Orange County. Ohana Fest! In Dana Point last night. And it was Eddie Vedder, the love of my life, obviously. He played solo, and I've never seen him solo. I've seen Pearl Jam now 4 times. Yeah, and then it was the second time I got to see him this year because he was at Bonnaroo, and Band of Horses is also here at Ohana Fest, and they were at Bonnaroo, so I saw them twice. Both of them were amazing. Eddie Vedder solo, oh my gosh, you guys, because he's just so free. Like, he's just a guy, and he's just being himself, and it's just all him, and he talks a lot and like tells you stories, and like, I mean, this man could like read me the telephone book and I would just love it.
I remember turning to my friend Ricky going, "Did you see that?" And then I'd turn around and get my board and FWAH! And I still have a little mark right under my sternum there.
But I'm pretty sure I've clearly expressed my obsession with him on this channel. Oh, and Lana Del Rey is like playing at that festival right now as I speak, and she was the Sunday performance and he was Saturday's performance. I wish I could see her because I love her too. But Burning Man's happening and I'm on my way there now, so now you guys know there will not be a video next week, but lots of great stuff is coming up, and thank you again to Darren Kitchen for hooking me up with this amazing ticket and this amazing opportunity to attend Burning Man, and hopefully it becomes a tradition, and hopefully, I don't know, well, hopefully I don't die. That's kind of really my only goal right now. I'm just going into it with an open heart and an open mind, and I have no hesitations about fitting in with that sort of society because I am pretty damn crazy myself in general life. But I am worried about the desert and the dust, the sand, the dust storms. I'm like sweating in my car right now because the windows aren't down. It's hot up here. It's NorCal, but it's inland, and I think it's just gonna get hotter. I mean, this sunset, this setting sun right now, shining on me. It's amazing. So that's that. Just wanted to update you guys. Stay tuned because crazy stuff is happening. Crazy stuff is happening, and I'm so glad to be able to enjoy the experience, but also share it with you guys, because if you can't be there yourself, you might as well experience it through my burner virgin eyes. That's what we're called, virgins, us who have never been to Burning Man. And I guess once we're there, we're called burners. So that'll be fun. And to further explain Burning Man just a little bit, I guess kind of the essence of it is, you know, like I said, an arts festival, but on Saturday, you know, they build this, well, they build the entire city temporarily, but they build this wooden man that they burn, and it's kind of like a, I don't know, like a symbol of like society, you know, modern day society, of course, and kind of a rebellion against it, which is kind of in line with the way I live. So I'm down with that, but yeah, we burn the man on Saturday, and that will be epic, I'm sure. So I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Keep in touch, leave me comments, let me know what you think, or if you've ever been to Burning Man. If I have time, I would love to read your comments and see if you have any last minute advice for me before I head into the desert. And wish me luck, okay? Bye!
Leave it to me as I find a way to be.
Namaste, you guys. Namaste.